seen guys not talk for days over conversations.
Tommy DeLuca and Dean Pustega didn't talk for a year because Tommy said he was stupid, and what did you know? Dean took it so personal they didn't talk for 1 year.
They're not talking for a year over a team that hasn't won a Stanley Cup since how many years have they been? 72. That won a cup in 72, and guys aren't speaking. Grown men. That's how delusional everything is here. I'm telling you.
Open your eyes, Ref!
If we get 30 days of rain, well, that might affect people's moods. But how the Canucks are doing really affects how people feel.
Canuck fans are across the province, so it doesn't matter if you grew up in Terrace or Kitimat or the interior, you're born into being a fan of the Vancouver Canucks.
It was all so exciting when they entered into the NHL.
The Vancouver Canucks and the Los Angeles Kings for the National Hockey League opener here in Vancouver.
We just got caught up in it because we are true hockey fans.
Everybody always talks about, obviously, Toronto, Montreal is the mecca of hockey, but these fans over here were often forgot about.
Remember when they went out in 4 straight in 82?
Yeah.
They were going crazy.
There was 50,000 people at the airport, and we got wiped 4 straight.
Adam to score! The Vancouver Canucks are going to the Stanley Cup Final!
The team wasn't that great in '94. It was like a switch went. They were just unbeatable. And then it was just so painful. You live by it and die by it.
Here we are, 13 years later. People still wish and hope that it'll happen soon.
We'll bring the cup to Vancouver. It will be off the charts. It won't just be a parade. It'll be euphoria that will quite honestly, for many people, it will be the highlight of their lives.
There's no question that it takes a significant commitment through the summer to get prepared for training camp. It goes by so quickly, it's hard to think this is, when I hear that number, 07, 08 season, I'm like, wow, 07, 08. We're almost through another decade here, I feel mentally like I'm in a better place now than I was at 27, 28 because it seems like then I took on so much as a young player. How come you guys aren't in school? I really feed off some of the young guys in the room, the Kesslers and the BXs, and enjoy hanging out with those guys and talking with those guys, and kind of keeps you in perspective a little bit.
Center in that squat. Step wide, still squat down.
We have goals as a team too, and our main goal is to make the playoffs, and then it's tough to know where you're going from there. We all want to win the Stanley Cup, no doubt about it, but I think the biggest obstacle is first to get into the playoffs, and then you can set your new goals.
Anything I should know about today, Louis? Like, want me to take it easy on you, or you're all right? So just take you up slow?
Our division is really strong, and it's close. I expect it to be tight till the end. Last year we had secured a playoff spot, a few weeks before the end of the season. So this year, obviously we might have a bit more work to do.
So I've been back here. We've had some pretty good teams. We've, I think, gained respect around the league as being one of the teams in the upper echelon. And now it's time to make the next step, playoff-wise.
So direct materials is how much? $80 per unit. Whenever you're given something that it's per unit. I've been teaching here, I don't know, about 9 years, I guess, 8 or 9. Usually I teach cost accounting and I teach finance. You got 2 products, X and Y. We could call the product X a goal scorer, and we could call product Y not a goal scorer. What do we have? I always talk about hockey all the time because my whole life has been hockey. I had a pair of skates on when I was 5 years old. I played hockey in high school. I played hockey in university. My whole life is hockey. Oh, there's a hockey game tonight. I'm gonna be screaming my lungs out and praying that we come back a better team. I don't know.
So, Teggy, San Jose tonight, buddy. What are you thinking? Tough is right. They got a beautiful team.
Who is San Jose?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's an exciting time of year. Fresh slate. Let's get it going. The Canuck fan, every September, sees the Stanley Cup at the end of the year, no matter what the team is. It's brilliant. I mean, it's hockey-crazed city. I mean, the expectations. I mean, I talk to the players, and they're also, we have Louis, we have Louis.
Well,
you know,
that's a big thing,
we have
though,
Louis.
for any team, and especially Vancouver. When was the last time we had a goalie you could say, yeah, you know, we're going to be at every game?
Well, I don't think we've ever had a goalie that good. I mean, opening night, like, everybody's got a plan tonight. Friends, it's just, this is where it starts. If they win tonight, it's going to be like, see, I told you, man, we got it. With Luongo, it sets the tone. And for the realistic fan, if they lose, it puts everything back into normal. But the realistic fan is a rare breed here. It's the dreamers here that dominate. If we get blown out 7-0, you'll talk to them tomorrow morning and say, are you nuts? If this had to happen in the first period, we would have won 7-0. So that's a great thing to have. But tonight's a huge night. I mean, you'll be able to shoot a cannon through the middle of the street tonight at 7 o'clock and not hit anybody till 11 o'clock. Anybody that's not at the game is in front of the TV just waiting for the 2007 rendition of the Vancouver Canucks.
$175 straight sellouts speaks for itself. We are hockey. I mean, it's the way it is in Canada. So this town is pumped for this game.
Please stand up. Please welcome your 2007-2008 Vancouver Canucks.
Sharks pick up the puck, though. Here they come 2-on-1. Thornton in on goal, scores! Fires the puck in deep for Torrey Mitchell. Sharp angle shot got through Luongo, and it's banged in by Roenick. Make it 4.
Get one! Get one!
Are we going to get a goal, do you think? Let's have a bet here. Let's have a little minor wager.
We're having a little wager here. We want to know if we're going to get a goal, and if we do, at what time might that be? Will it be October 15th, or will it be tonight?
Sharks leading 2-0. Thornton and Roenick, the goal scores, and they got another one on a long blast.
Oh, no! Jerry, it's 3-0!
And time will wind down on opening night here at GM Place.
How did they do, predictable? They tried, and the third period was better. You know, Shannon is new, and who's that other guy, Mason, and you know what? They just haven't gelled. They will. It'll be better. All's good. Wait till Philadelphia comes. I'm going to go get signatures.
Opening night here at GM Place, a disappointing one for the home team, who suffered through a tough first period. And the Canucks wind up losing game 1 of the season, 3-1 to the visiting San Jose Sharks.
I grew up playing hockey. I was a goaltender. I loved playing goal. I always have an affinity for the teams that are built around the goaltender. Started singing in high school, got my music degree, performed professionally for a while. Been doing it for almost 30 years now. I think people need something to believe in. It's part of the nature of man. And sports is a way to focus them, albeit nowhere near like focusing on your salvation and the meaning of life. So I suppose that's the connection. It's amazing how people think that God has some interest in the outcomes of the games. And so you'll have people from both sides praying for the success of their team. But I suppose the best you can do is say, well, God's will be done, and whichever team is meant to win, wins. I've been singing the anthem for the Canucks for about the last 6 or 7 years.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons' command.
Glowing hearts we see thee rise, true north strong and
God.
It's heroic sounding, it's beautiful sounding, and it represents the best things we have in common in our human natures.
Oh, Canada, we stand on.
We can bicker back and forth throughout the week, but it's one time when we can all get together and be unified on something.
We stand on God for
Mark Donnelly aided along as always. I don't know if he gets paid for the whole song or not. Canucks lead the Edmonton Oilers 1-0.
And this will be the second power play of the game for the Canucks.
Here's Henrik Sedin moving in on the right wing. Checked and the puck's back out to center. Daniel controls back to Lucas Krejcik. Krejcik rifles the puck in from center.
Anytime you can keep pressure in a zone for over 30 or 45 seconds, that's a good shift. Now, if you double it and triple it, you're looking at a phenomenal event.
Henrik to the goal line to Daniel. Back up to Henrik. Now to the blue line. Olin with room. Loads up. Fakes the shot. Now lets it go. Blocked in front. It hit Kessler, who was trying to tip it. Krejcik steals the puck to hold it in. From the left wing hash marks. Krejcik into the corner to Kessler. Try to pass. It deflects to Daniel behind the goal. Now to Henrik on the right wing. Henrik under pressure. Hooks the puck.
We just sat back on the bench with our jaws open and said, oh, wow. There goes the Twins again doing their thing.
Gets the puck on the right wing. Under a minute to go on the power play.
It was tiring though, but we had the puck, so I mean, Edmonton Oilers must have been a lot more tired than we were because they were chasing the puck the whole time.
Olin hustles over to hold it in. Olin to the right point. Here's Krejcik. Wrist shot. Rolison the save. Rebound comes to Henrik in the corner. He's checked. Puck comes up the near boards. Krejcik holds it in. Down for Henrik. Nice pass to Daniel. Cutting in front. Daniel centers. Olin shoots. Hit the post! Left side on Rolison. It stayed out. Here's Henrik, top of the circle, right side. Slap pass. Daniel tipped it wide. They're doing everything but score. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Fans are buzzing.
After a minute and a half, I started hearing the crowd, and then you kind of thought that maybe this is a long shift. I don't know.
The blue line. Krejcik shoots, and that's off the stick and wide. They've been out there the whole time. Puck's still in the zone.
When I see great individual efforts, or in that case, a great shift, you know, you're definitely talking to the guy beside you saying, wow, this is incredible.
Can't get a good shot away. Loose puck in front. Penalty's over, and the Oilers still can't clear. Henrik on the left wing. Centers. Daniel shoots. Scores!
The best shift of the season. It was over 2 minutes on the power play, but it's not a power play goal. But they finish it off and get the second goal of the hockey game. That's Canucks hockey at its very best. Listen to this place. They're all on their feet. Oh, do you love to see hockey like this? That was fantastic.
And time will expire as the Canucks, behind a 2-goal performance from Daniel Sedin, knock off the Oilers for the second time in 24 hours. 4-1 the final here at GM Place.
Yeah, we got a few boys down here at a little bar called Malone's in Kitsilano, just south of downtown Vancouver.
I don't know, Kits is all kind of like mid-20s people, lots of kids straight out of college, and I guess a fairly hip little place to be. It's pretty trendy, I guess.
Onto the right wing, here's Isbister breaking in. Shoots, hit the post, and then a rebound went in off the skate of Pyatt. They're calling it a goal on the ice.
I just traveled around Southeast Asia during the last Canucks playoff run, and when I tuned into a hockey game, I'd have to wake up at 7 a.m. hungover after a night of partying on the beach and go to a little internet cafe. And I was sitting in there by myself every morning, 7 a.m.
Sharks hold the puck in. Thornton cutting it on goal. Deke scores! As Joe Thornton with that.
You know, during the regular season, everyone watches the games, but in the playoffs, it's the whole city kind of just shuts down. Nobody I know would ever miss a game for work or school or childbirth, nothing in the playoffs. Vancouver's a good place to hang out.
This Canucks game from Vancouver's final. Final score, the Sharks 4 and the Canucks 2.
And the Canucks are going to be 3-3 after 6 games.
Okay, you ready to go for a ride? Okay, we're up. Been here for just about 30 years now. I just love it. Fort McNeil is probably at least 70% flogging. We had a 3-month strike this year and it really hurt the community. The radio station was collecting a food hamper for guys that were still hurting from the strike and gathering toys for the kids. And it's just the way the North Island is, though. They take care of each other, and that's why it's such a fantastic place to live up here. It always has been strong Canuck fans here. We have a boy on the Canucks, Willie Mitchell, and that sort of boosts it up even more. A local boy does good and goes there and plays for the team, so that boosts it up even more. I usually make a couple games a year, and it's pretty tough. You got to plan her out long ahead of time because it's a full day getting to Vancouver. Like you got to drive to Nanaimo, which is probably 4 hours to Nanaimo, another 2 hours on the boat across. So it's a long process. You got to set her all up, and it's expensive. It's expensive to get over there and go to the games, but well worth it when I get a chance.
4.5 gone, first period, no score. Ritchie risks the puck in from center. Aslan has the puck on the left wing. Feeds in deep. Here's Kessler centering. Burrows one-timer. Cook on the rebound, scores!
His unit down early there.
They're incredible. Hopefully they can do that in the playoffs this year. Ever since I've lived out here, the Canucks are the team for BC. Just the way it is.
Camilleri stopped in close. He scores on his own rebound. As Willie Hockey gives the Kings a 2-1 lead.
You go to hockey, and that's what people talk about. You go to work, that's what people talk about. And it's just a topic of conversation wherever you go. So it sort of just evolves along, and you become the Canucks fan that you are.
Weaver, one last shot, bounces wide of the LA goal, and there's the final horn. Another home ice loss for the Canucks. They're 1-4 at GM Place, 4-2 the final here in Vancouver.
I've never been to a real Canucks game at GM Place. Normally you just watch at home by yourself, and It's kind of neat to be out with a bunch of other people who's kind of like-minded and enjoying the game too.
You're gonna love the game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
You should work here too. You'll get free movies too and free movies if you want to.
Oh, I'm from out of town. We drove here especially just to see the pay-per-view.
Oh,
yeah.
It's worth it.
I know. It's just like being at the GM place.
Yep. Hello, my friend. How could I help you today?
Sanjeev was in a work program through school with kids with disabilities.
Oh, yes, you may, my friend. You can have, as long as you're happy, then I'm happy. All right. And so you want your butter layered, middle or top, or just top? Everywhere coming up, my friend. You're going to love my service.
We started him off with concession and totally blew everybody away. Had him working more hours, more responsibilities. And he's doing great.
I love my customers more than the job, and the jobs I don't mind.
Sanjeev is lively, he's entertaining, he's always upbeat, always smiling. He's everybody's friend and everybody is his friend, so, and he lets you know it.
Enjoy your day. No worries, be happy, have a good day, my friend. See you soon. Bye-bye. Me, I'm a massive hockey fan, and I'm planning to do something after I start my career. I'm gonna set my whole house, and I'm planning to either name my children my grandpa's name and the nickname the Canucks name. I'm definitely going to name one of my sons a Luongo. It's Luongo Jr. And then in our religion, like, I'm an East Indian, and we believe this, that if you look at the photo 24 hours or more than every day, then your child will turn out and look like him. And I'm going to tell my wife to look at Roberto Luongo every day and look like him. And she's going to be like, then my child will be like, Daddy, and I'll be like, Luongo, I love you. And that will be the greatest day of my life. If you need anybody help, don't hesitate. You can ask me for help. I'm there for you always.
Thanks, Andrew.
No worries. Be happy, and I'm done. Thank you.
Welcome back to Detroit, everybody. John Shorthouse and Tom Larside getting set for the first of 4 meetings between these conference rivals, the Canucks and the Red Wings. Roberto Luongo to our left. He's 3-5 to start the year.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Feeds down the boards to Zetterberg. And over to Lidstrom for a
Luongo.
And a nice glove save by Luongo. Here's a chance in front, centering pass. Holmstrom is a tap in. 3-1.
Damn it!
Turnover behind the net. It'll finish up 3-2 as the Canucks lose their second straight on this road trip.
Another one of those heartbreaking one-goal losses.
It's hard to be a Canucks fan. I just love them with a passion, that's for sure.
It is time right now for the Larside Report. Tommy, how are you?
Well, I'm fine, Jeff. It was really pouring when we arrived late last night, flying in from Detroit after the game.
So you're telling me the black clouds are following the Canucks wherever they go?
Well, it sure looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're going to have a bit of a shake-up with the lines now.
Oh, everybody's just off the wagon. It's just gone off the deep end, blaming the coach. Everybody's freaking out.
We haven't played our best hockey yet, certainly. We've been inconsistent. It's critical that we continue to work hard at it. It doesn't just happen overnight. You just don't get out there and continue where you left off the year before.
Oh, yeah. Gonna be back into the rain. You know you're in Vancouver.
Well, that's the beauty of playing in a hockey market is your highs are high and your lows are lows. We weren't getting away with much from the fans at the beginning. We got off the wrong foot. Maybe we expected it more than we wanted to work for at the beginning because we knew we had such a good season the year before. But games weren't as easy for us at the beginning, and the doubt starts to creep in a little bit when you're not as successful as you want to be, and we expect to win every game going into the game.
My name is Richard Tong, and born and raised in Vancouver, and we're here playing hockey tonight, so where I play drop-in in the winter. My parents were born and raised in China. They immigrated to Vancouver in 1968. I was born in 1969, actually one of 5 kids and the only one born in Vancouver. Being an Asian kid at the time, hockey was kind of something you just played on the street. When I got to university, a few of my friends started playing ice hockey there, rented ice, and they just eventually said, you should come out and play. Oh, here we go! For 10, 12 years there, I couldn't skate worth beans. Playing hockey is obviously a lot of fun. When I grew up, there weren't that many Asian kids that played hockey, even ice hockey at the time. So I think it's grown in popularity over the years because it's become kind of the one major sport that Vancouver has. You know, being Asian, I think a lot of parents are putting their kids in hockey nowadays. I myself have, you know, started getting my son to skate and things like that, just to give him an opportunity to learn how to play. Go, go, go. I would say Vancouver's quite hockey mad. The market's dying for a championship. And, you know, I hope I see one in my lifetime, but it's pretty hard nowadays. But with Roberto Luongo, they've got as good of a chance as any over the next few years.
And right now, let's head down ringside to the Singing of Old Canada with Jim Cornelison.
This photo was taken in Lachine, Quebec. I believe the year was 1937. I was 12. My sister Dorothy was 16. Every year, my dad would flood our garden and make a hockey rink for us to play, because we played hockey from the time we were able to put skates on.
Backstrom quick to pick it up. The former Saskatoon defenseman Mike Reed, and he's got him in a little trouble. Scores!
Way to go, Taylor. I bet Trevor taught him that. 75 was when I joined the Booster Club. Yeah, I used to be called the team mother, and then the grandmother. I guess I'm the great-grandmother now. I just believe that if you get involved with your team and get to know them, they respect you.
Sit down low. Morrison tried the short side. Score.
Yeah.
Taylor Hyatt. I think that.
Beautiful. See, you crowd the net and you get the goalie all mixed up. Doesn't know what he's doing. That's the way you do it.
He has a lot of.
I think we'll be in the top 5 by the time we get to the springtime, or even earlier than that. Because as I said, we're a new team, and we all have to get to know each other.
Ovechkin hustles back for it, and look at him go.
And know where their man is to pass it or where to cover him. There's so many facets to the game, you can't just say it in one breath.
And Vancouver hangs on to beat Washington 3-2.
Sometimes if you start big, then you start to go down. Awesome. If you start down, then you have something to look forward to. You go up. It will come together.
Well, a much better game for the Vancouver Canucks, much better than they have been in their last 2 games.
It's time to check in with Tom Larscheid with the Larscheid Report.
Well, what this team needs right now is a 4 or 5 game winning streak. If they can somehow muster that and really come together and play well for 60 minutes, close the gaps out on the ice, skate better, move the puck better. I know that's a lot of things, but those are the things that the good teams do, and they do well. But when you're below 500 hockey club and losses start to mount up, you know how difficult it is to turn that around and make up lost ground.
Down to the top of the circle, feeds into the corner. He and Legwand switch positions. Legwand, wrist shot, scores through the legs of Luongo, who got a piece of it with his stick, but he won't like that one, and it's 1-0 Nashville.
So good with the puck.
Bieksa's hurt.
You see? Yeah, I see that.
Kevin Bieksa can't get up in his own zone.
He's cut too.
I still don't really know what happened. I've watched tape and I can't really tell when his skate comes in and cuts me, but basically his foot just came off the ice. He spun around as I hit him, sliced the back of my leg, and then I remember feeling kind of a kicking motion, and felt like I had maybe a little bruise back there. Get up to skate, my leg gives out. Referee blows the play down, turn around, see a little bit of blood coming out.
No, I think he's down below it, one of his legs here, Tom.
You know when a guy is seriously hurt, you can see it in his face, and you could tell that he was in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, and it's not a good sight.
And Sammy Salo's been cut now. The defense that's already lost Kevin Bieksa, and this is not good.
You're thinking, wow, we just lost 2 of our top defensemen. Where do we go from here type of thing.
and we got 2 key guys injured. I think it was the all-time low in my career over here.
I guess they say it's darkest before it's dawn, right? You know, so couldn't have gotten any darker that night.
And the Predators taken. And the Canucks have a serious regrouping job in front of them. They have some injuries to contend with and a whole host of divisional games as they try to bounce back from a dispiriting loss.
We had nowhere to go. We were struggling, and obviously losing 2 key guys, you got your back against the wall, and I think we needed to start over.
I think that there's been an unreal expectation in Vancouver, and now everybody's getting a little cranky because it's not looking very good. I mean, we're all Canuck fans. We all want to win, so the injuries aren't going to help.
You know, and I thought, oh my God, we have no defense. We already are short on scoring. What are we going to do? But you wonder over the length of the season, how is it going to be without your core defense?
Well, I think the question is, how are we going to get through this? You know, what do we have to do in order to be a successful team now? You know, we're going to have to rely on other guys to take on bigger roles. We're going to have to rely on some younger guys to step in and fill some voids. And really, we're going to have to rally as a group.
The coaches can say whatever they want, but it's got to come from the team and from the players. And I think you guys realize that we have to change something.
People were questioning our character and to see if the guys in the room had what it takes to rebound. It came to the forefront that if we were going to be successful, we had to be we had to be a good team defensively, and that was the buy-in.
It was definitely, you know, gut check time. You know, the next day, I think it was really a day where we turned the page, we regrouped as a team, and we really moved forward and took a big step in the right direction.
Henrik looking in front, centers, Daniel scores! 3 points each for the Sedins as Daniel on the power play makes it 4-2. Vancouver Canucks produced a real gut check win, 4-3 on the road in Denver. John Shorthouse and Tom Larshad getting set for the second of 8 meetings this year between the Canucks and the Flames. Tonight, the Canucks try to make it 2 for 2 in the first of 2 games in 24 hours.
Gonna go home. Got a few friends coming over. Order up a pizza or 2. Strap ourselves in. Calgary, Vancouver. Buddy, have a great day. Good seeing you. Pop in more often. We'll go for a coffee. Say hi to everybody. Okay, pal. Louis, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, buddy, have a great evening. Our forwards are so small, they just get manhandled. It's crazy. This is the kind of team, it lacks talent. So if there's not 22 guys going right to the ceiling every night, they ain't gonna have success.
In on the left wing, Ritchie gets in deep with a wrist shot. Kiprusoff stopped it. Linden jamming, it's in. I don't know if Linden touched it. I think it's the first as a Canuck for Byron Ritchie, and Vancouver leads 2-0.
I'm telling you, it's never a highlight package goal. It hits somebody in the ass and the forehead, but who cares? We'll take it. Attaboy, Trevi.
Here's a steal now and another chance. Linden with a backhander. They score!
Linden! He missed. He took the shot, missed the puck, and burned up. I'm telling you. Look at her.
And all of a sudden, the floodgates have opened. The Canucks are just making Calgary cough up the puck time and time again. And now they're capitalizing as they've hammered 2 home now in a span of just 16 seconds. And it's 3-0 Vancouver.
And that's a record-setting assist for Trevor Linden. as he breaks the tie with Stan Smeal, number 412 in a Vancouver uniform.
Good for Trev.
And the Flames are going to run out of time.
They'll be in a good mood, get a good night's sleep, ready for the big game tomorrow night. Joe Sakic and the boys.
Hey, there's a Linda jersey up there.
So it's going to be... So who's going to win tonight? Canucks should win. They're on a roll now, so they're starting to play better. Hopefully everything goes good. Typical textbook Canucks fan, I guess, would be a die-hard person that's, unwavering in their belief of the team.
Let's go, boys. Isbister moves in on the right wing, puts the puck in front, loose at the side, Pyatt jamming away. There it is. And Henrik put it in with an to Lyle, settles the puck, feeds over to Sakic at the right.
The Canucks have been fairly mediocre for many years.
Hayduk to Lyles, puts it in front, and they score.
In the late 70s or 80s, into the 90s even, there were times when they were really bad, and the pockets haven't been really that great compared to a lot of the other franchises that have been around that long.
Cutting it on goal, stopped by Luongo as he got right into the Vancouver crease, and Luongo hangs on.
Overtime. Canucks fan, I guess, would be somebody that's going to be unwavering and always going to be dedicated to the team, irrespective of whatever happens. And I think that's a true fan.
Daniel still with the puck. Tried to feed it in the corner for Henrik. He got the pass through. Now behind the net to Daniel. Daniel trying to come out front. Turns at the side of the net. Now turns in the right wing corner. Daniel leaves there for Henrik. Henrik coming out of the corner. Center score! Deflected in off a Colorado player. Henrik Sedin in overtime, and the Canucks win 2-1.
There's your number one star, baby, Henrik Sedin. He got both goals for the Canucks. They win it in overtime. They're 2-0 in overtime, and they've won 3 in a row for the first time this season. Canucks win 2-1.
This is every night. We have something every night, even on Saturday. Sometimes we get Sunday night at home, but mostly it's every night. Run from work and then run around like crazy. Okay, get yourself water. It's Friday. Just got home from work. Kids go to after-school care, and then we pick them up by 5:30. And then we usually have somewhere to go. Mondays and Thursdays we won't have anything till 7, so we get at least time to have dinner before we head off. But the other days we usually have dinner after.
Trev, are any of your friends here yet?
I'm the typical sports mom. Tomorrow Trevor's in a water polo tournament, tomorrow and Sunday. So we've got 6 games of water polo and 3 soccer games. Yeah. My parents had season tickets with the Canucks the year before they went into the NHL. So they used to take me when I was really small, when I could sit on their lap. My grandmother lived right near the Coliseum. So we would go to her house. That was kind of the ritual. Hockey night in Canada, Saturday night, that was, family tradition.
Morrison's in on the left wing. Drop pass, Olin sends the puck wide of the net. Burrows after to the side. Now Olin scores!
Yes!
Olin followed up his own shoot-in, and he beats Harding to make it 3-0 Vancouver. Edler with a good pinch holds it in. Knocked to the ice for his effort.
That's all I'm hollering about.
We missed another one? Was it 4-0? Oh my God! Really?
We used to go to the game, and we had seats in the 12th row, and the ref would make a bad call, and she'd just light up. He's telling him off from the 12th row loud, and people in the audience would be turning around and cheering. So I started to call her Canuckula when we were losing.
If I keep moving, it keeps the stress level down.
fold some laundry, wash some dishes.
When we're in the house and we're doing stuff, I steer clear from when we're losing.
Yay! Yay, what? We're winning. I'm happy. I won't yell at you at bedtime.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yay!
Big win, 6-2. That's a big one.
6 goals. That's pretty awesome. Liked it a lot. Come on, guys, go. Bedtime for bozos.
All right, on to the Canucks. And I wonder if all the deep thinkers in the city who thought everyone on the Canucks should either be fired or traded when they were struggling are now thinking everyone on the Canucks should get a contract extension because they're 5-0-1 their last 6 games and have scored 10 goals the last 2.
Well, you know, I think sometimes when you face adversity, you're left with nothing else but to play as hard as you possibly can and keep it simple. I think that's kind of where we ended up. You know, am I surprised at our play? I wouldn't say I'm surprised. I'm happy that you know, that we've buckled down. I wish it wouldn't have taken several key injuries to make it happen, but you know, I'm expecting that once those players come back, that we're not going to change how we're playing right now. We're going to continue to play hard, and we're going to have that effort level that we've seen the last few games.
Welcome back to GM Place, everybody. Getting set for the start of a 3-game homestand for Vancouver. Deeth with a wrist shot. Luongo gloves that one. Hawks put the puck in front. Lapointe with a quick shot and a blocker save by Luongo, and he turns the puck over the...
Once the game starts, maybe you make a couple saves early, and you're like wow, I'm really feeling great tonight. And you got that feeling. You really want to try and take advantage of it because it's a great feeling to have.
Luongo again knocks it down. Can't cover up. Taves on the rebound. Stopped by Luongo. He covers up. Here comes the horn. Roberto Luongo gets his 7th shutout in a Vancouver uniform against the Blackhawks.
And the Canucks skate away with a big 2 points and are back in first place in the Northwest Division.
I think I come to expect that from him every night, and it's possible, as long as, regardless of how he plays, that he's going to play, tremendous every night almost.
Canucks back at it tonight. They're 7-2-2 in the month of November. Same record as their opponents tonight, the Ducks of Anaheim.
After a while, you have that confidence and you feel that things are going your way no matter what you do.
Wrist shot knocked down by Luongo. Rebound put in front, and Kunitz couldn't steer it on goal.
The bounces are going your way and all that stuff, so it kind of generates a momentum that carries over, every night.
Shoots, left pad save by Luongo.
Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty right there. Toughest save of the period so far.
Pronger with a one-timer through traffic. Luongo can't find the loose puck, but he reaches out to stop Kunitz from a sharp angle. Here's Roberto Luongo, the difference in this one so far.
Well, that's an understatement. Luongo magnificent.
Schneider with the blast. Luongo the save. It's behind him. He reaches back and covers up. And this game comes to an end. Luongo's shutout streak is 135 minutes and 34 seconds as the Canucks blank the Ducks 4-0.
We're not very used to it here in Vancouver with our lack of goaltending over the years, so have a guy like Luongo come in and especially go on a shutout streak. The whole town was buzzing about it, everyone on the talk shows, the radio, the papers.
Well, the Canucks with their 7-1-2 record in their last 10 games. Very impressive going up against Columbus, who were 3-5-2.
It's pretty cool to watch, and you just hope it kind of lasts forever.
And Luongo knocked it down, and then the rebound came in front, and he reached out with a goal stick to bat it out of the air and wide of the net.
Well, Roberto Luongo continues to keep the opposition at bay.
I didn't even want to think about what if he gets 3, because you don't want to do anything to jinx it. And so you're thinking, I hope that John or Tom don't mention what you're not supposed to mention.
Fedorov feeds back. Hainsey one-timer. Luongo the save, moving to his left, and he covers up.
Around when it was maybe 10 minutes left until the record was broken, we kind of talked on the bench and said we got to start playing for Louis here.
And we're into the final minute now with the Canucks leading 2-0. And Luongo trying to do what no other Canuck goalie has done before. And it's 3 shutouts in a row for Roberto Luongo. And it's going crazy here at GM Place.
Oh, and it should. Bingo, bango, bongo. 3 in a row for Luongo. Oh, that sounds good.
That was the first time I had ever posted 3 in a row, so the team was really playing unbelievable. I don't remember barely any scoring chances in any of those games.
The Canucks are on a roll now, baby. It's a November to remember. What a streak, what a run to put this team right back on top in the Northwest Division.
We are in Snohomish County, Washington State.
And we're going to be listening to the Canucks game through the internet tonight because it's not on TV and we're not there.
So I got the lid set up already. So this is our dinosaur computer. Actually, I love being able to listen through the computer because it's usually seamless and clear. Except I always cut the post-game show off. You never get to listen to it. There's my speakers on.
Enjoy listening to exciting action on NHL.com.
We do have half-season tickets to Vancouver, and they're expensive. They're pricey. And on top of the tickets themselves, we've got the gas to drive up and back. We've got to buy food and dinner and everything when we're up there, and on occasion we stay overnight. So all that adds up. So it was either tickets or TV.
Still no score, 2.5 minutes into the first period.
Vancouver fans are just incredible, and seeing hockey in Canada is a totally different scene anyway. I mean, it's like hockey is Canada. I mean, there are good American hockey fans, but there's just something else, something about being Canadian and loving hockey, and you totally just get carried away when you're there. And most of the Canucks fans think it's pretty cool that, we're from down here and we actually drive up to the games.
Bordeaux going to the net as Naslund moves in, centers the puck for Bordeaux. That was intercepted by Stelios. He gives the puck away, and it scores!
Yes! Nice!
Whenever we listen, the Sedins are doing good.
They've won every game that we listened to.
Or been at.
Yeah.
My brother kind of picks on me because there'll be weekend nights where I'll sit in listening to hockey, and he's just like, you're just sitting there listening to a hockey game. And
Her brother's a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yes!
Block the pass now. Mr. scores! There it is! His first as a Canuck. There's the first score. 4-1 the final here.
We do need to listen more because they win when we listen.
The Canucks playing so well, and they really look like a nice hockey team right now.
Kevin! Kevin! No. Oy vey. What? Who is it? Who is it? A lot of the things that you can look at around my apartment, I have paid for signatures because I didn't realize you could go somewhere and get a signature if you tried hard enough. And there is nothing that actually means more than telling a story about a signature or a stick or whatever. Where's Marcus? This might be his last signature. Come on, Marcus. Where is he? Who is it? Brian. He's going to sign. I have nothing for him to sign. What can I give him to sign? This is too exciting. Oh, Ryan, thank you so much. Ryan, you're an awesome player, and we're happy to have you. Nazi, please. Oh, Nazi, please, Nazi. My favorite moment with Marcus was the stick. We were playing LA. Wasn't even interesting, but that was the day that Marcus gave me a stick. You couldn't even talk to me. I didn't even watch the game. I was just sitting there with my cell phone texting people. Get a load of this. You're not gonna believe what happened.
Naslund, checked by Seabrook, who's broken his stick. Naslund centers the puck, backhand attempt, they score! Matthias Oland. The Canucks take a 1-0 lead.
What a great play by the Canucks captain, Marcus Naslund.
Naslund with the assist, of course, has moved ahead of Trevor Linden in all-time points in a Vancouver uniform. Right now, Naslund, 725 points #1 in Canucks history.
I'm getting older, but I still want to prove that I can be effective and I can help the team. I might have a different role now, and that's fine with me. I mean, we're here to win, and I think the older you get, the more you appreciate the chance of winning.
The Canucks get a hard-fought 3-2 win here at the United Center tonight.
And they're back on top in the Northwest Division. Hope you enjoyed it.
February 1st, the Canucks are playing down in Florida against the Panthers. What we got a big group of guys, mostly guys, that are going to be going down to it. Yeah, this is just our Facebook page for the event. It's called Canuck Nation Invasion version 3.0. It's kind of like our third annual kind of road trip for the Canucks. Game's on Friday down in Florida, right? So we're flying down Thursday night. We'll arrive Friday morning in Fort Lauderdale. You're most likely not to come back from Florida, I'd say. Out of this group,
Most likely to come back.
you'd probably get married to some local. What I think we want to all do is like not coordinate anything until we get down there, but everyone bring like some sort of like props, like bring accessories, bring props. So everyone's got something stupid.
Flag for the bus driving out.
Okay. Just a reason for all these Vancouver guys living scattered throughout North America to meet up and kind of just have a crazy weekend, and and what better way than to be going to a Canucks game and taking it all in.
Aaron Voros in on the left wing, slap shot, Luongo the save, and it looked like it shook him up a bit.
It did.
And they're calling for Mike Bernstein as Luongo took that one towards the midsection, and he's down on his back.
He caught me in an area right on the rib, and it hurt right on the shot, and I was down for a few seconds, but I shook it off, and I kept playing, and it was a little discomfort, but nothing serious.
When he went down there, that was, everyone kind of holds their breath, and it's his team, and we kind of win or lose as he goes. So if he's not there, we're not going anywhere.
The game everyone's had circled on the calendar since the schedule came out. The Penguins are in town, and we're here to bring you every bit of the Crosby show here at GM Place. And Boris, puck comes in front though, and a quick shot. Oh, a sprawling save by Luongo.
Luongo is just stopping everything here in the first period. He's been under siege here for about the last 3 or 4 shifts by Pittsburgh, and he's had to come up with some big saves.
Here's Crosby trying to get loose on a breakaway. Sidney Crosby in on Luongo. Miller dove to take him down. There might be a penalty shot, and there will be. Sidney Crosby in overtime is going to go one-on-one on Luongo.
Something happened against Pittsburgh that Saturday at home. I don't know if I pulled some cartilage or something, and that's what I really started feeling discomfort breathing and moving around.
Let's go, Louis. Crosby picks up the puck. Shades a bit left, moving in quickly. Crosby dekes, and Luongo stopped him as he sprawled.
That Sunday we had a day off before leaving for LA, and that morning in LA, the morning skate, I was really struggling with my breathing and with my moving around in the crease. So I finished practice, but I was really struggling, and once I took warm-ups that night, it was worse than in the morning, and we just had to shut her down for a few days.
To me,
playoff time, this team
I think
will not win because
they're overachieving right now. They're overachieving as far as I'm concerned.
But they've been doing it for 2 years straight.
In this division, with Anaheim, Calgary, and they've got both their numbers right now. They're overachieving.
You can go 82-0, you'll still have something to complain about.
If you go 82-0 and you're out in the first round, I've got something to complain about.
Yes,
I agree with you. Almost a perfectionist.
Yeah,
he
I do
likes
not
to see perfection engineered.
Well, I want to see a Stanley Cup. It's the NHL. The ultimate award is the Stanley Cup. Bruno, will you tell this guy that I am never wrong? Never wrong.
Very good with a pair of scissors.
Jeez.
You're comfortable with this group of players and this system from here on in. It's the right group and it has what it takes.
You know what, I know that this group is always going to lay it on the line. And as a coach and as an organization, that's all you want. You want your players to come to the rink every day and just lay it out there. And that's what our guys do. And to be where we are in the playoff hunt right now, in the hunt to first place in our division, with everything that we've gone through, says a great deal about this group of players.
This morning I got out of bed at 6 o'clock and headed from McNeil. It took me 3.5 hours, I guess, to get to Nanaimo to catch the ferry. Another hour and a half on the ferry, and there I am. Yeah, Jim hasn't got a whole lot of work in since after Christmas, I guess. It's cutting back a bit mostly because of snow too. Like, they can't get at a lot of the wood right now, so I've been kind of fortunate. I've worked right through, but there's only been a few people that have, so it's been good. Even the cities, Nanaimo, Victoria, are not quite the size of Vancouver, so that's not too bad. I've made quite a few trips with the kids when they played hockey and stuff, so just more frustrating when you have to wait at lights and all the stuff that you're not used to. That's the only part that really gets to you.
Welcome back to GM Place, everybody. East meets West on an all-too-rare occasion here in the NHL. Canucks and the Devils. Here the Canucks up the ice. Henrik to Daniel to Naz, and he scores! What a goal off the rush, and it's 4-0.
Oh yeah, nice play. Oh.
That wasn't very smart. Look at all the time he had.
A lot of times it's not the good shots that fool these goalies, though. You catch them just away from the post. I was trying to bank it off.
I don't know. He had more time than that.
Yeah, he tried to bank it off the back of his pad.
Yeah, that's his inexperience right there. 2 years from now, he won't do that.
Here's Parise's in, centering pass. Gianta waits, shoots. Luongo charging out, makes the save, and he powers out.
Let's go.
This game was billed as a battle between two superstar netminders, but it was a mismatch. His 5th shutout of the season.
And the Canucks impressively spanked the New Jersey Devils and shut them out by a score of 5-0.
Yeah, tonight at my sister's place will be an early get-up tomorrow. We'll probably catch the 8 o'clock boat tomorrow.
8?
Get out. Well, okay. Well, 10 o'clock boat tomorrow. 10 o'clock boat apparently.
No, 8 works.
And that'll get us over around noon. Get us back up to McNeil around
time to think about something
4
dinner.
o'clock maybe.
Yeah.
There'll be a dinner then and an early crash out and get up at 6 o'clock the next morning and go to work.
कोई बात नहीं, मैं थोड़ी रखता हूँ, मैं कोई. Right now we're at my mom's restaurant, Americo's Indian Grill, also known as my mother and father's restaurant. Where shall I see at the table for 6 for Alan? Any 6? All right, come on with me, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I have a learning problem. It's hard for me to learn. I need help. It's hard for me to study hard. I was in a special needs room in grade 8 till grade 10. They called my room the retarded room. But hey, I'm happier now. I'm laughing at them, but thanks to them, I'm more stronger and positive. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, I love my customers. Enjoy. No worries, be happy.
He was always under pressure and bullying problem. He kept most of the stuff to himself, so that I can imagine how hard been on him. So he did share a little bit with the family, but most of the stuff he kept to himself.
Penalty.
Hockey win always joy for him, no matter what.
And go Canucks, go. The national pride of my heart.
Sold out GM Place. A rare visit from the New York Rangers. Daniel on the left wing. Henrik going to the net. Daniel cuts in front. Shoots. Scores.
Game, set, and match, baby. Daniel Sedin. This is a goal scorer's goal.
I remember the moment when I became a Canucks fan that was when I was hospitalized with a very bad illness, and that was when I was watching them play 1994.
Back at the line to Babbage, long shot, Putman had trouble with it. Adams should score! They get him! They get him! Adams gets the win!
It was just such an incredible run. And the fans were just super, and it was just just so much high after high after high as you got closer and closer to the cup.
It was so exciting, and it was so, it gets me choked up. It's just stupid. Stupid.
And we were one goal away in '94. That's all it was one goal.
Well, I think the '94 thing made everybody even crazier for their thirst for Lord Stanley. I mean, watching the players break down and watching the Rangers celebrate, our expectations just became higher.
And that'll do it. Shutout number 6 for Roberto Luongo. 28 saves as the Canucks knock off the Rangers and continue their home ice dominance with a 3-0 win.
After a slow start this year, the Vancouver Canucks have sent a message to the rest of the teams that are coming to play at GM Place. This is not an easy place to win hockey games now.
And Vancouver rolling along at home and continuing to lead the Northwest Division. 50 points now in 41 games. I guess that means they're on pace for a 100-point season, because even I can double 50.
It's busy. It's an hour before the game time. It's busy. That's good to see. Nice hair. Well, our first date, it wasn't actually a date. We worked together at the time, and she had a spare ticket and used that to convince me to go out with her. And she also had a grandmother that cooked us dinner at the time. So it was a pretty good deal. I go there and get dinner and a game of dominoes and Canucks game. It was good.
Oh, our lives are completely different. Still married with children. Don't get to come to the games anymore because there's too many of us.
We used to be able to afford to sit in row 12 and come regularly by ourselves just after work. And now
we do pay-per-view.
We do pay-per-view, that's right. And come when we can.
Here in Vancouver, the Canucks take on the Coyotes.
Come on, boys!
Onto the left wing to Ritchie. Back to the blue line. Edler, one-timer, scores! Hyatt might have tipped it. And the Canucks in the power play have taken a 1-0 lead.
It used to be when we watched the games, we'd come here and everybody we'd be happy and everybody around would be happy, and because we'd be expecting a good game.
Cowan goes back, gives him a little...
And then things would start to go sour.
Now Cowan's going to horse collar Jovanovski. A silly penalty here by Jeff Cowan. Now Lindone tried to center. That was blocked. Here's Jovanovski. Wrist shot, scores! And Jovanovski looks to the heavens on a 2-man...
For obvious reasons, she would turn into a Canuckula.
And now here's Yandel moving down with a slap shot. He scores! Oh! Keith Yandel with 3 seconds left in the period, and the Coyotes have made it 3-1.
That's brutal.
Well, let's get one back.
That's brutal.
Canucks lose 4-3 to the Phoenix Coyotes.
That was very disappointing. Got our hopes up.
Yeah, dashed. They dashed them.
Here we are in sunny South Beach. It's February 1st today. Friday night, a bunch of us, about 85 of us approximately, have flown in from Vancouver, but mostly, I guess, from Toronto and Ottawa, Montreal, different parts of the East Coast. We're playing at Florida Panthers, 7 o'clock tonight. I think we've got a few hours just to kind of do a little pre-gaming, get it all body painted up, and then start the show.
Good times. One more.
Look at this, getting body painted up by beautiful ladies.
And get a shot of our beautiful artist here.
For 82 people to get together from, Toronto, New York, and Vancouver, and all fly down to Florida and get hotels and organize buses and all that stuff. It doesn't just happen overnight. There's definitely a lot of work behind the scenes.
This is like, we're getting hotel complaints. We need the bus to come here and take us to the action. Woo! Yeah!
really I'm focused on the game, and I don't really see what's going on in the stands except for the Florida game because they were sticking out from the rest of the crowd. During the national anthem kind of caught my attention. You know, they were right underneath the Canadian flag, so I kind of spotted them right away, and I saw that they were a big number of fans there.
Sunrise, Florida, and the return of Roberto Luongo as the Canucks battle the Florida Panthers. And now here's a shot by Dvorak. Luongo charging. Now Nazem frees it up. Daniel to Henrik in deep centers. Daniel scores.
Oh, it's hysterical. When he scored, it was like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? It's like Canuck Nation is out in full force. It's fun. I think it's inspirational for the guys to see that type of passion, and it definitely gives the guys a lift. There's no doubt about it.
Pass blocked by Vancouver. Now center again. Henrik scores on a nice setup from Marcus Nazem. Now it's set behind the net. Jokinen centers. Stumble scores.
We got 7 to 7.5 minutes left in the third period. Canucks are up 3-2 right now, which is, I wouldn't say flattering. We should be up in this game. We just got to hang on for the next. We're going on 7. We're going all the way.
Penalty's over. Here's Montador down the right side. A shot. Out wide to the right. Horton in on goal. Scores! Daniel Sedin has to score. He won the last shootout against St. Louis, and he's in with a deke, and it rolled off his stick. Never got a shot away. And the Panthers win in a shootout 4-3.
We lost in the shootout. The whole game was rocking all night long, so I think it's pretty cool. Honestly, I think Florida fans learned hockey is kind of a big deal to some people. It might not be to them, but it is to us. You ready? Yes. Ah!
Just like the last power play, the same bunch out there, and they can't get set up.
Salo drives the puck. Centers for Radivojevic. He scores.
Oh, you can see that coming. Another brutal period for the Canucks as they were outshot 23-11, and they gave up 4 unanswered goals. That was your hockey game, right?
3-2 the final over the Vancouver Canucks. And the Canucks are now 1-1 on this 3-game road trip, which concludes Thursday in Detroit. Familiar script, and the fans here are tiring of it. The Canucks having all sorts of trouble here. 4 losses in 5 now.
I'll have to say that drop kind of affected everybody. It's like something's going wrong with Vancouver as a community when the team's doing that poorly for such a long stretch. All teams go through cycles, right?
In January, they were playing without, 2 of the top 4 D-men. They had a lot of injuries. Morrison wasn't playing. And I think a lot of that hovering up took a lot out of them, and I think that caught up with them.
In December, when they were riding high, things were looking good. Then again, it's the division they're in. You go from top to bottom in a couple games. So no matter how quick you get there, you can get to the bottom just as fast. So you don't get too excited.
So is it crisis time yet?
The Canucks have to start winning some hockey games or they're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Hi. Now, Andrew, you can sing this if you were the only girl in the world. I'm sure you can. Today we're at the Arbutus Care Center with residents who have various degrees of illness. And I like to come and volunteer. I go and visit people in their rooms. I like to play the piano. Truly, it's my second home. there any hockey fans here today? Danica's a hockey fan. This city loves the Canucks. No matter what happens, they want them to do well. I'm not a downer. I just believe in having faith in your team and going with it. In life, if you give up too soon, you miss all the fun and excitement. And that's the way it is in hockey. I love you all. You're a great audience. Thank you so much for your support.
We have no solution for Joe Thornton. That's my whole point. The Canucks have to bring in forwards that can shut down Getzlaf, Thornton, Aginla.
I think trade deadline in Vancouver itself for the NHL is it's a big thing.
I guess everyone's got that flicker of hope that some massive trade's going to go off where your team's just suddenly going to be bolstered to like this powerhouse.
I think we have a good team, but I don't think it would hurt if you can add someone without taking away a key guy.
What I'm saying is the move they have to make has to be substantial.
They're gonna make us. You know what? They got an abundance.
You gotta give a little to get a little.
They got good prospects.
Never wants to give. They're always. They don't want to give anybody.
Anyway, those hoping for the Canucks to make a big splash will be disappointed. Quite frankly, they did about as much as I expected them to.
We didn't get too much under the tree. If you're comparing it to trying to get a Marian Hossa or a Olli Jokinen, even Matt Pettinger would agree with that, I think.
What's going on in my life today is I'm just going to be playing hockey right in my beautiful home in Nanaimo. It's my first time skating in life too. I've played before, but never in skates. It's my first time, first experience. Come on, let's go. Come on. Sanjeev, you can do it. Sanjeev, let's go. God, I want people to believe in me that Sanjeev can do this. I want to have faith in myself to grow my confidence back. My cup is healthy. Yep, cup is good. Sanjeev, and you're good to go. Come here. Stay. That. So, what is this guy, Wayne Gretzky? Ever since I watched Canucks, it makes me feel good about myself. And Brandy hiring me, look at me, I just got myself an Employee of the Month in November for the first time. Oh! Oh, yeah! I have high expectations for the Canucks. We need to make the playoffs. We need a Stanley Cup in Vancouver. It's not fair. Look at other Canadian teams win the Stanley Cup. Come on, that's not right. I got 1 goal, 1 assist in 1 game, and guess what? That's 2 points in 1 game. That's worth it. Practice makes perfect. Yeah.
These last games, because so many of them are against Northwest Division opponents, and that's who we're fighting with, not only for the division lead, but for those last 3 playoff spots. So it's all playoffs now.
Every game is important right now, and divisional games are twice as important because they're 4-point swings. So it's been amazing how tight it is, but I think this is exactly what the NHL wanted when they implemented the salary cap.
When you looked at the schedule when it first came out, and you saw those divisional games in the end, I mean, you knew it was going to come down to those games, and I think all 5 teams in our division is going to be in it all the way to the end. I mean, Edmonton's winning right now, so it's going to be really exciting.
You can't take a night off. That's the bottom line, and it's going to be like that all the way through, down to the wire.
It really feels like it's playoff time because you keep watching the standings. You don't only watch your own team, you watch what's going on in the other teams. So you're watching hockey almost every night instead of just 2 or 3 times a week.
I would probably be as nervous if I was a fan too. But I mean, you can't do anything about it. You're up in the stands watching. I mean, us as players, we can do something about it. You play hockey because you want to be in these kind of situations. This is games you look forward to.
Look at Big Louie. That a boy, Lou. Oh, Trev's in the lineup.
Woo!
And the opening face-off, Pyatt in a shoving match with Vandermeer, and they might drop the gloves at center ice here. They're going to. Taylor.
Oh, he fed him his breakfast.
So the early fireworks do indeed.
Good fight. Way to set the tone, kid.
Carries down the left wing boards, hooks the puck back. Edler one-timer, stop, rebound, Naslin, wait, shoots, he scores! Great patience for the Canuck captain. And on the power play, makes it 1-0. Turning on the left wing, leaves for Daniels, sharp angle shot, banks it in off Kiprasov. 2 goals in 12 seconds, and the Canucks lead 2-0.
It's over. You can't come back on the Canucks. Now they're going to go into the Trapperoni.
To the right point, a coin, blasts one on goal. Luongo the save through traffic, can't cover up, they score! Jammed into the side by Iginla, all alone. Chance for Iginla, steps around his man, then was tripped up by Pratt with another penalty.
Oh, what the hell?
It's going to be a 2-man advantage for 35 seconds. Now to Tonga again, side of the net, looking in front. Alex Tonga centers, they score! David Lanko!
Oh, that's chicken crap.
It's a 2-2 tie.
This is where they separate the men from the mice.
Bieksa broke his stick. He's got to go to the bench. Flames send the puck ahead. Front of shoots. He scores! Flames have their first lead. It's 3-2. It's over. 5 seconds remaining. Canucks trying to get up the ice. And it's not going to work. Vancouver led 2-0 after 1 period. But the Flames absolutely, categorically took this game over. And they come from behind to win it 3-2.
That's just terrible. Up 2 goals and you lose 3-2.
Well, we lost a heartbreaker last night to Calgary. Canucks have 6 games left in the season. Currently have not solidified a playoff spot, but playing Colorado tonight, which is one of the teams we're trying to keep pace with. We're tied with them right now, so be a big one for us here tonight. I was listening to a little bit of the talk show radio today, and yeah, everyone's kind of freaking out, thinking we're not going to make the playoffs or definitely not going to win the division, but it's a bit of a flip-flop city here. I'm pretty sure we won't have a problem making the playoffs, especially with a win tonight, but winning the division might be a little tougher now. I don't know. I think all the seeds 1 through 8 that are in there now, those will be the 8 that get in.
He carries it to the far corner. Naslin stops on the left wing boards, dumps it in deep for Henry. On the backhand, looking in front, centers for Pyatt, and he got a weak shot away, and it trickled in. It got through the legs of Theodore, a little knuckler, and the Canucks lead 2-1.
Boom! 2-1. Yeah, after kind of a shaky start here, we're up 2-1 now. 6 minutes left in the first, so pretty solid.
So the Canucks, after surrendering the opening goal, come back with a pair. And Vancouver has a 1-goal lead through 20 minutes.
One more.
Here's Forsberg. Puts the puck in front. Hayduk picks it up, shoots. Luongo stopped it, but it's jammed in by Stastny. Luongo held out the initial chance, but Paul Stastny there to put it in the open net. It's 2-2 into the Colorado zone. As move ahead quickly, lead pass. McLeod is in. Deeks scores!
Oh, no! 2 goals in 1 minute and 13 seconds.
3-2 Colorado. Are the Canucks going to suffer a similar fate as they did last night when they had a first period lead in Calgary?
A little bit of a letdown here again, yeah. Letdown in the second period, so we're getting used to it.
And loose puck in front, cleared to the side, and now shoveled. No, they score! Guite, as the Canucks couldn't get the puck to the side, couldn't cover it up, couldn't do anything with it, and Guite makes it 5-2. And they lose this one by a bushelful. Canucks 2 points up on Nashville. It sits 9th in the conference. Both teams have played 77 games. It's going to be some kind of race to the finish. to the blue line. Burns. Canucks had a couple chances to clear. The puck still in there. 30 seconds to go on the penalty. Bouchard scores! 4-0, the Wild take it, and Vancouver falls to 9th place in the Western Conference.
Trevor's going to get Audrey a goal tonight. Dude, okay.
Now Ritchie steals the puck, centers, Linden scores!
This is Linden's time of the year. He's a big play guy in the stretch. He loves the playoffs, and that's where he wants to take his team, and he's giving him a great shot at it now.
Puck now he gets back to Weaver, long shot. Where's the puck? Linden scores! His second of the period.
How does he do it? How does this great player, Canucks history, seem to be able to always elevate his game when it's needed the most? That's why they love this guy in Vancouver.
And this one's going to come to an end as the fans rise here at GM Place. The 4-game losing streak is over, and the Canucks are back in the top 8 in the Western Conference with a convincing 6-2 win over the Calgary Flames.
Go Canucks!
Welcome back to GM Place, everybody. Canucks and the Colorado Avalanche as we attempt to further clarify the Western Conference playoff picture, but whether that is accomplished tonight remains to be seen.
Canucks! 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 Little Marcus, who's going to win? Tell me. Tell me. I can't hear you. We're going to win tonight. The score's going to be 4-2.
Corral the puck and it's sent ahead. Here's a breakaway. Forsberg on Luongo scores his first goal since coming back, and Peter Forsberg makes it 4-2. And this game will come to an end. 4 unanswered goals by the Avalanche. They take it 4-2, and the Canucks are once again on the outside of the playoff picture, looking in with 2 games to go.
They got to not panic, and I think that's what they did. They just kind of panicked. I mean, in a nutshell, we're in trouble. We need to win both games, and we need luck, and we need some help.
Talk, Jesse, Will, you guys gotta talk. Who's taking it? Will, straddle the bag on this side.
Who are you yelling at? Colorado clinched the other night when they beat us. And then, so Calgary and Nashville are in right now. Nashville's a point ahead. We're 9th. So Nashville plays tonight. If they lose and we win, we jump back over top of them into 8th. If they win and Calgary loses, then we'll be playing Calgary on Saturday for the last spot. Good hustle, boys! Good hustle! We need some help. Waiting to see what happens with those other games, and then the other thing is, can we win? We've been so hot and cold, so you just really don't know whether, even if we get a little bit of help, whether they're going to be able to come through and pull it off, because they just have been so inconsistent lately.
I think it's gut check time when you're going to see the Canucks perform tonight. You're going to see it happen. I think where they are now, you got to take the other teams totally out of the picture. You know, it's what you can control.
It's what you want.
I mean, you go flat out, and what happens, happens. You know, you can control one thing, and that's on the ice. So that's what you got to look at.
Well, Daniel back for Henrik. Tip pass, Salo lets it fly, deflected and stopped. Rebound, Manson hooked to the ice.
Get in there.
1 period done here in Vancouver. The score, the Canucks 0 and the Oilers 0. Penner stops, drops, Pisani shoots, sticks a Luongo, they score on the rebound. Reisner jammed in from the crease. And Marty Reisner gives the Oilers a 1-0 lead.
Oh dear.
It's only one.
Picking it. Onto the right wing, Pouliot, rink wide, Stoll scores! A slap shot from the top of the circle. And Jarrett Stoll makes it 2-0 Edmonton.
Holy crap. That was not good.
2-0 Oilers after 2 periods here at GM Place.
2-0 after 2. Oh, that's not good at all.
Oh, he's just putting on the headset now.
The final score in the Calgary game was 3-1 for Minnesota, and the other game was 3-2.
More details
for the bad guys. So they're in. Calgary will be in if we lose, and if we win, then we have to beat Calgary on Saturday. If we lose, we're out. We're done.
Burrows onto the right wing for Ryan Shannon. Blue line pass, Bourdon over to Shannon with room. To the goal line, Burrows cutting in front. Loose puck, kicked away. Bieksa shoots, stopped by Rollis, and they score! Burrows jammed in the loose puck. Rollison's going to argue, but it's a 2-1 game as the Canucks celebrate. They're within a goal.
They're alive, man. They're alive.
It's alive! Well, we'll see what happens here.
Hey, come on, tie this puppy up.
Turns on the right wing, back for Saddle, long wrist shot, deflected just wide by Daniel Sedin. 6 minutes to go in the third. Here's Naslund in front, shoots, Rollis in the save, he covers up. The Canucks in a game they needed to win, lose 2-1 to Edmonton. And for the second time in 3 years, Vancouver will miss the NHL playoffs.
Which way?
That sucks, huh?
That's a little disappointing, and
What are you gonna do?
God damn it. I was so sure they were going to come out and play tonight. I thought they'd be just at the top of their game. Wow.
Okay, we need 2-zone, right?
2-zone, yes.
And good luck getting on. Oh boy, this is definitely gonna get cozy.
Even though we're out of the playoffs, there's still hockey to be played tonight. So I'm driving all the way up here for a game that doesn't matter, but it matters to me because it's my team. So.
I'm a little sad, but I think you feel more important when you go to the games because you're like, you really got to cheer the guys on.
I'm like,
But yeah, I mean, I'm planning on supporting them and cheering them and, letting them know we still love them.
I win a jersey.
We still love them,
Now one game remains meaningless in the standings, but meaningful in terms of certain players who may just be doing this for the last time as Canucks.
Two of the greatest scorers in Canuck history. They're 1 and 2. That's Marcus Naslund and Trevor Linden. And those two guys who are poster boys for this franchise, two of the greatest, might never wear this sweater again.
It'll be sad, but it'll be good too. You'll come to your time when you gotta move on, do something else, so he'll be with the team in the background, I'm sure. It's in his blood, so.
I'll be shocked if I'm not in tears tonight. I can't do it.
They're delaying the start of the third period here as the fans salute Trevor Linden with a standing ovation, and Trevor is saluting them back.
Oh, is that ever neat what his teammates did? His line mates all backed off to the blue line, left Linden on the red line. He said, come on, let's get the game going.
I got tears in my eyes, man.
I can't even start to tell you how lucky I feel that I've been able to play here. For whatever reason, these fans have treated me tremendously for a long time, and I feel very fortunate to play in a city like Vancouver and to play in a city and a province that loves hockey and has a passion for it like I do, and has supported me through some good times and certainly some not so good times. But so it's been pretty cool for sure.
just kind of shut it out of your mind every once in a while. And when they're winning, everything's roses and you can't get enough of them. And I think everyone in the city kind of put it out of their minds for a little while. So, but I'm on board for the long haul.
Hockey for me is, it's a passion. I don't go there to release stress. Usually I go there to get stressed. No, I'm just joking, I go there because I love the game.
I just look forward to the next season, and hopefully we'll all be there again and we're going to do great. We are going to have a winning team very, very soon, in my lifetime.
The loyalty of the Canuck fan deserves a Stanley Cup. The average Canuck fan invests as much as any other team in hockey. Their emotions.
If we'd gone all these years and never got to the third or fourth round, you'd start to think this is never going to happen. But because of the years that we've had, the 82 team and the 94 team, it was one goal in the last game of the last round. Even though that's 14 years ago, it seems like it was last season. And that's what keeps you open.